Hi everyone and welcome back. Welcome to another module, and in this module we are going to talk about JWT, JSON Web Token. I mean, this may be one of the most popular term in the tech world because all the authentication decade back has been moved to token based authentication. Either it is a stateful or a stateless authentication process, and we are using different authentication provider. Either you just use a username password, generate a token, you use Auth0, you use Okta, or you use Firebase. All these different providers, once you log in, providing some kind of access token, refresh token, ID tokens. So what are these tokens? These are tokens called JOT tokens, JSON Web Token. They have like three different parts. If you talk about these tokens are like this, divided into A dot B dot C. What it is, this is like, okay, token algorithm, token payload, where you can store some information, and then token secret, enter secret using sign-in. So this is the secret is for verification. This is the header. This is the payload. This is most we need to discuss about, right? In the payload, once you logged in successfully, you create a JOT token, and you can also embedded some meta information so that once user comes back, we can validate. Okay, first the token is valid. Using the signing algorithm, we will verify that token because we will be using some signing algorithm or signing method, and then once the token comes back, we will verify using either JSON Web Token or some JOT library. And then we will decode this payload and we will receive this information. This information will be served to our APIs to know who the logged in user is, what is the user ID, what is the email, what is the role, all this information. So now we are going to talk about JWT token, how we can use it, how we can exchange between client and server, what is a stateless, what is a stateful authentication using JWT. So first of all, what is token based authentication? It is a stateless method because this is what is practiced. It is like a signed token against some secret. This token then sent to the client. Client usually send this token again back in authorization header on each and every protected request, right? To prove user's identity once you logged in. So token looks like this bearer. This is the token, and you are sending that in the authorization header with the bearer space, the token which you received, right? So you might have heard about stateful and a stateless. Token is a stateless. If it is a stateful, only when we start storing these JOT tokens whenever you user logs in. I mean, that is not uh, practiced. I mean, there is a you need to have a sticky sessions and centralized mechanism to store these tokens. So if the user is coming from a different server, he know, okay, your session still exists. Your token has been stored somewhere, right? So mostly we use a stateless token for building as APIs and all, because you create a token with some particular expiry and that token is valid till it expires, right? Token carries all the information, but sometimes, so we'll talk about the stateful and stateless in the detail. What is the common use case of this token base? I mean, you are building a REST API, single page app, and you are building APIs which can have an interface mobile. Then obviously you don't worry about cookies and session much, right? Because your APIs will be used by mobile client, different interfaces. So it's better to provide them a token which can be interpreted and can be sent again back using REST interface, and either mobile client. All these are comfortable, right? So token are practically stateless. You can store them at the client side if needed and send them back in the authorization header, right? You need to have some kind of a storage mechanism. Let's say I didn't store that in the local storage, and when I reload the page, my token is gone. So either I need to use memory, I need to use cookies, or I need to use local storage. I need to store it at the client side so that I know, okay, I already have a token. Server will always validate whenever you send a token, right? So token based authentication is a stateless, scalable, that is more important, and a portable, and it is can be used across any device, any browser, across any device. Okay, so this is what a JSON Web Token. It is divided into stateful and a stateless authentication. It is mostly exchanged. This token is exchanged only through headers. You just send authorization header or XAPI key or whatever header you can decide. We just need to find a way to send a token in the header to the server. Then server will validate check if token is not expired first, check the token payload. If the user is valid, then we will allow user to access the things.